Hello, my name is Christopher Thrawn. I'm from Texas A&M University Central Texas, and in this video I'm going to introduce the My Dear Watson software. This is software that is designed to empower non-mathematical decision makers to make informed, data-driven decisions through exploratory data visualizations. Now this software is written in R, so I need to open RStudio, which allows me to interface with the R programming language. So I will press my Windows button on the lower left of the keyboard and type RStudio. And I have RStudio installed. And I need to go to my file. So you need to find your file where it has been saved. Mine is saved here. And I have My Dear Watson version 1.0. Now, the first thing that you must do is set your session directory to the directory of the program. So this step is important. Go up to Session, click Session, go to Set Working Directory, and go to Source File Location. In this way, the program knows how to access the other files that are used by the My Dear Watson software. To see the capabilities of My Dear Watson, let's load some data. So I'm going to import a data set. Go up to the right-hand side under the Environment tab, Import from Text, base R. And you will see in this folder, I do have some Sudan student data, which we will use to demonstrate the capabilities of My Dear Watson. So click on Sudan student data, open. Now, the previewer shows me that it has interpreted the first line as the first row of data. But in fact, the first line gives me headings for the different columns. So I need to change this heading indicator to yes. And now you can see that R has correctly interpreted the section headings as headings. And I will go and import. You may do the same steps for other data sets. So you can see the columns. Sex is male or female. Rank percentage, there are 5 categories. Top quartile indicates whether or not the student is in the top quartile. The student's home state, the student's home region, and so on. Let's go ahead and do some visual analysis. So I'm going to run this file. And let's go back to My Dear Watson. And I'll go to Source. Click on the down arrow, Source. Now, My Dear Watson asks the user to answer some questions. These questions all have simple, direct answers. The first question is frame name. In my case, it's the Sudan student data. Now, R knows how to complete my statement. It makes a suggestion, so I will select the suggestion and press Enter. Now R gives me more options. So I will choose new variables, that's option 1. I will set order of variable levels, that's option 2. I will set minimum frequencies for variable levels, that's 3. I will set plot options, that's 4. And I will change output directory, that's 5. Notice there is a help option which gives some information. Let's go through and see what these options do for me. These are the variables that I can select. These are the variables included in the data set. It's better not to analyze more than 6 or 7 variables at a time, depending on the number of categories. So in my case, I'm going to take sex, rank percentage, which is variable 3. I will take home region, which is variable 8. I will take university region, which is variable 12. And I will take department category, which is variable 18. Okay. Now, you can specify the variables you want. You can also specify the variables you want to remove. If these were variables I wanted to remove, I would put a minus here. But if I put nothing or plus, these are the variables it will retain, and I will only be analyzing 5 variables. Now, the software has assigned 1 to sex, 2 to rank percentage, 3 to home region, and so on. So I can refer to these variables by name or by number. Next is level orderings. The valid level orderings are increasing, decreasing, or fixed. You may order your variables differently depending on the nature of the variable. For instance, sex, I always want to have the sex categories listed in the same order. So I'll choose F for fixed. For rank percentage also, the order of the variables is fixed. I want from highest to lowest. So that's also fixed. Home region, I can list the most populous home region first. In that case, I choose D for decreasing. If I wanted to choose the least populous region first, I would choose I for increasing. I'm going to choose decreasing. Same for university region, and same for department category. Now, if I wanted to give all 5 categories the same ordering, I could give a single input. For example, if I wanted all 5 categories to be fixed order, I could just put F and then enter. In my case, I want these orderings. Now, set minimum frequencies. In some cases, if a category has too few individuals, one may want to ignore that category. For example, if you have a department category which only has 10 students, you may not want to include that category in your analysis. So you can set a minimum frequency below which the category is removed. So I think in my case, I want to set a minimum frequency of 200 for all 5 categories. So I'll press 200 and press enter. Now, in the exploration, I have a choice of generating 1 variable plots, 2 variable plots, both or no plots. In my case, I want to do a full exploration. I will do both plots. Now I can choose between nominal and percentage graphs, or I can choose color or grayscale graphs. Percentage means all the bars are the same size. Nominal means the bars will be different sizes. So I will choose nominal, and I'll choose color. We will see later what percentage plots will do. Now, bar orderings, this orders the bars in such a way that the categories are either arranged properly or they are not arranged in any particular order. I'm going to go with T or TSP. This orders the bars in sequence so that we can see trends. Okay. All right, now I can create an output directory where I put the files that are generated by the automatic graphing routine. Currently, the output directory is Sudan student data. If I want a different output directory, I can name something different. Since I want to keep this directory name, I'll simply press enter. Now R will give me some information, and I will pause the recording until R finishes. In my case, to complete took about 30 seconds. And you can see that several tables were generated that give information about multiple variables, including chi-squared information. So again, this may be used for exploring the data. Let's go and see the plots that were generated. So I need to go to my folder and find it. Your folder may be somewhere differently. Mine is here. And you see that this folder, Sudan student data, was created. I'll click in here. And you can see 1 variable plots and 2 variable plots. Let's look first at the 1 variable plots. Right. If you take a look at one of these, you will see a bar plot showing the different regions and their frequencies. This is supposed to be a single bar. It doesn't come out very clearly here. So you will see also in the directory the bar plot by itself and the color bar by itself. So if I go to the bar plot here and I go to, say, rank percentage here, here it's giving me their percentages in each different category. And here you can see the categories. You see the categories have been ordered in increasing rank because that was the original order of the variables. I also have color bar plots, which I can go to see in this here, and I can look at the department category or rank. Let's look at rank percentage. Okay. And you can see, oh, it's very big. Let's make it smaller. You can see the color bar in this case is more clear, and it has stacked the percentages, and you can see how everything is arranged nicely. I also have 2 variable plots in the other directory here. So this one compares different variables, and let's see. You will notice that some of these files appear twice, once without an underscore and once with an underscore. That's because in my case I have previously run this program, and if it creates the same graph twice, it will give a new name to the new graph that looks at the same variables. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at rank percentage by university region. And this is showing me, for each university region, the academic standing of students who attend the university there. Now from here you can see that many students attend university in Khartoum region. A few students attend in Kassala region. You can also see that of those who attend in Khartoum, quite a large percentage are top-ranked students, whereas in South, a very large percentage are bottom-ranked students. To make a better comparison between different regions, we can do percentage graphs. Here we also have a box and whisker plot that shows the variation among regions of poor students, under average students, above average, and most average. Here we can see one outlier for all of these numbers. I believe the outlier is Khartoum here. This parallelogram attempts to find relationships between the different categories. For instance, here we have Khartoum and South. This shows that the red shows that these two are very, very different. So Khartoum and South are separate categories, and then the other categories bear some similarity. Khartoum is very different from the others. Khartoum has some similarity with Kasla and Central South, but less similarity with Darfur and Gezira. So you may read about the significance of these plots. I want to emphasize that the My Dear Watson software generates all combinations of two variables. So you can look through these graphs one by one and look at those and find those that are interesting. So I think that this rank percentage by university region is interesting. So I want to explore this relationship further. I'll generate more plots that indicate the relationship between these two. First, I would like to make a percentage plot instead of a bar plot like this. So I'll go back to my R software, and here I can go and I can make a plot. You can see that the My Dear Watson gives me several options. So to make additional plots, I will press 1. Now, at this stage, I can only make one plot at a time. So here I want the bar variable and the color variable, and then the pane variable if I look at 3 variables at once, and options. So to show possible options, enter question mark. I would like to get a list of the variables. Okay. It says variables may be entered by name or number. For variable list, enter arrow V or star V. This also gives me a number of plot options. Let me pull this up and you can see. These are different types of plots that I can specify. Double-decker, a nominal plot, which is what I did already, percentage plot, spine plot. I can choose color or grayscale. I can adjust the font size in my plot. I can print to the window or to the file. And I can order the bars in my plot how I would like. Right. So here, first of all, I want to know what variables there are. So I'm going to go back to a list of variables. Now I mentioned I wanted to do rank percentage and university region. So I want my bars to represent university region and my color variable to be rank percentage. So that's 4 for university region and 2 for percentage. Now I also want a percentage plot, so I'll do star P. The color is default, but I'll do star C for color. And I want to print to window, so that's going to be arrow W. And I think I want the TSP ordering, so I'll say at TSP. All right. So press enter. And there's my graph down here. The graph is very small. I can make it bigger this way, or I can go to zoom, where it will put the graph in a single page. Now here we have a better comparison between the different regions. Now we can see the percentages of students in different categories. As we noticed before, Khartoum has a much larger percentage of excellent students. South has a very low percentage. And these intermediate regions have intermediate percentages. Now suppose I want to see how this breakdown of rank percentages depends on the sex of the student, male or female. So let me go back and make another plot. I can go here and make another plot by pressing 1. Now in this case, I want to have the university region as my bar variable, percentage as color variable, and I want a separate pane variable with it, which is sex. Now I don't remember what the variables are, so I'm going to get my list of variables with arrow V. So in this case, I want my university region 4, 2, and then the pane variable is sex. Now I'm going to show a spine plot, which is a variant of the percentage plot. And I also want to print to window. So this will print to my window. Now, since I have more than one plot, in this case I have 2 plots associated with 2 sexes. I'll put both of these plots in one row. And here they are. So let me look at this. And what this shows me is that there's a similarity between the 2 sexes. In fact, the female students have more excellent students, that is higher percentage of excellent students in Khartoum than males. Now you may notice another feature of this plot is that not all the bars are the same width. The width of each bar indicates the number of individuals in each category. For example, you can see that a larger proportion of male students go to Khartoum than female students. You can see that the region where the fewest students attend for females is Kassala, and also for males, because this bar is the thinnest. So spine plot is good for providing both percentage information and the actual numerical value compared across categories. Okay. Now if you would like to save this plot, you can go to Export. You have a choice of saving as an image or as a PDF, or copying to clipboard. If I save as PDF and I view the plot, you can see that it will generate the plot here. This one did not generate very well. I believe that if I go back and I zoom, I believe I can right-click as well, and I can save the image from here. Or you can do a screen clipping and clip the image. Okay. There are other options as well. Suppose I want to merge some of these levels. For example, suppose I want to put Kassala and Northern and Darfur together into a single category. I don't want to consider these separately. So let me go ahead and do that. In that case, I would want to merge levels. All right. So here I go to option 4. Okay. Now here it says name or number of variable to merge. In this case, I'm merging categories in university region, so I'll select 4 because 4 indicates the university region. And then here are the levels. So I want to merge, suppose I want to merge Gaziro, Central South, and Darfur, so that would be 2, 4, and 6. And then my new level name is combined, so I'll put combined. Okay. All right. Now, if I want to plot again, we'll see what happened. In this case, I can give bar, color, and pane variable. In this case, if I want, I can give one variable by itself, so I'll just plot the 4. And I want a nominal plot, so that's star n, and I want to show to the window, that's W. All right, now here you can see that the categories have been combined into a single bar. And I can do more analysis with these combined categories. Let's see what other options we have. We can also make some tables. Let's look at make tables. So for instance, suppose I want to relate university region to home region. Let's see what the options are. So I don't remember what my variables are. They're up here. Okay, let's see what my variables are. All right, I want to compare home region and university region. I'll make some comparisons there. So my two my row and column variables are 3 and 4. I do want to show the table in the window, and I do want to compute the chi-square. Okay, so you can see the chi-square here, and you can see that these are definitely correlated. And then the table is up here. To show the table, I think I need to pull this down. So this is the table showing the home region and university region. Now you remember, I'm sorry, this is university region, this is home region. You remember that we have combined here, but you can see that Khartoum to Khartoum is very large. That means people from Khartoum attend university in Khartoum. And you can see south to south is also large, which is what you would expect. If I wanted to change the ordering of these to be agreeable, I could go back and select the reorder levels option. I think that's a good general introduction to the capabilities of My Dear Watson. So I will just give my contact. My email address is thron@tamuct.edu. All right, thanks for watching.